What's going down? Back with another Thor's Thoughts. Thor, Brian, Rick and Morty, the ABCs of Beth. Season 3, episode 9.
Yep, I think it's 9.
Season 3, episode 9, the ABCs of Beth. So it starts off with Tommy's dad. Tommy's a friend of Beth's from when she was a child, is going to be executed for murdering and eating his son Tommy. So Beth remembers that, Beth has a memory that he got lost in Fruity Land.
Well, no, it was Beth has a memory. She said she needed therapy or whatever, and that she imagined he was in her imaginary playland, Fruity Land.
And then Rick comes in and is like, yeah, no, Fruity Land's like a real place. Not my finest work, but, you know,
well,
like I did my best.
After he bubbles away the kids.
No, that was before he bubbled away the kids.
No, he bubbled away the kids. And
did he?
And then he starts getting on her, and he's like, because she was making fun of the name.
Right.
Because she's like, yeah, the name, you know, I was
It's
a
ridiculous.
kid. Yeah. And he was just pissed.
He's like, I tried my best. So then they go to Fruity Land looking for Tommy because she realizes it's a real place. Mm-hmm. So they go looking for Tommy, and everything's safe. Like, the water's breathable. You can jump off a cliff and land on the ground, and it's, like, springy. But then Rick gets taken away by this giant, messed up-looking bird thing with claws, and then gets his arm ripped off, so he has to get a robotic arm. He has like a canister that he sticks in his arm and like cauterizes it, and then it turns into a robotic arm.
Which is sick,
Super dope. Super dope. But so then they realize that Tommy's alive, and they come to the conclusion that the only possible solution is that he started having sex with the Fruity Land animals, making incestual babies, and then eating them to feed off of, and then like just repeating that process. That's why they're so deformed looking. It was classic Rick and Morty craziness. I mean, right? So while all this is going on with Beth and Rick, Summer, Morty, and Jerry, so they bubble away to Jerry's house. That's where Rick sends them in the beginning. They get to Jerry's, and Jerry's using telekinesis to like make a smoothie, and he screws it up, and then all of a sudden this alien chick with 3 boobs comes out of the back. Kiara is her name. And she's from some land or whatever, and they have a soul bond or whatever it's called, or whatever. And
she's like a mix of like an Avatar and a Predator.
She's like Xena Warrior Princess mixed with Predator mixed with Avatar. Mm-hmm. Good analysis there, brother. So they're dating, and then she's like at Earth to like hunt these beast things. So, like, throughout the whole episode, she keeps taking him on hunts. And then Jerry's like, I got to get away from this chick.
Right.
And Summer and Morty are pretty much like, you just need to man up. Like, they're pretty much like, Dad, like, you're pathetic. Just man up and get rid of this chick. Because what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Well, after he keeps bringing up how they hate her big head. And
he wants to put a bag on her head and a wig and stuff like that. And then he's kind of that closet racist or whatever. Oh, Jerry. Poor Jerry. Poor Jerry. So they find the Tommy in there, and he's pretty much crazy. So they leave, and Rick's like, I don't care, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's like, I can give a shit. So then she's like, what do you mean? And whether they're in Fruity Land, Tommy had a play of how he got there, and it was all his deformed children doing the story of Beth and him coming there, and then Beth threw him into some honey and like left him there and like screwed him over. So she's like, I didn't do that. And Rick's like, I'm pretty sure you did. You're a psychopath when you were a child. And she's like, what are you talking about? So then he pulls out this box of stuff he had her make, and it's like rainbow duct tape, a sentient switchblade.
Yeah.
He like opened it up, and she goes, hey, Beth, you've gotten taller. Let's stab. And then it was like an indestructible bat. What else was there? There was a ladybug taser.
Yep.
Ladybug taser.
Tracking stickers.
Yep, tracking stickers. There were just a bunch of like things that
go to sleep darts.
No, go to sleep dart, night vision, googly eyes and shit. It was amazing. So she grabs the box and she's like, "You're wrong. I'm gonna go make this right. I'm not a bad person." So she goes back to Fruity Land, and she's like, she walks in and she's all suited up with all the weapons.
You missed the best part of that.
What part?
The next Rick and Morty meme. The Stone Cold Steve Austin thing.
Whatever, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's what Rick says.
I'm gonna run with it.
That's what Rick says.
I'm gonna own it.
While she's walking back into Fruity Land, he's like, whatever, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna own that. That was solid, by the way. That was very solid. So she goes back. She's all suited up with all the weapons, and she's like, I'm gonna take you home. And she's like, I'm Beth. And then all the little messed up incestual creatures start attacking her. So she starts like killing things. And then it shows Rick like playing guitar, and he's like sitting there, and she comes out of Fruity Land. She's just covered in blood, and she's like, "What would you need to make a clone of Tommy?" Yeah. And he's like, "She's like, well, he gave me this, and it was his finger." And Rick's like, "Oh, he gave you that." So they make a clone of Tommy. They bring him they drop him off at the front door of his mom's. The dad ends up getting released, like right when he's about to be executed. Tommy's wearing a shirt that said, "My dad didn't eat me."
Yeah,
that was a nice little touch right there. Nice little touch.
I also like how the guy who's about to inject him is like, keep going. Is that what you're saying? And they're like, no.
So Jerry finally, so then Jerry breaks up with Kiara chick, but tells her that it was the kids' fault.
Yeah.
So she's going to kill the kids. So she's chasing Jerry and the kids through the streets trying to kill them. Ends up running into her ex-boyfriend, which is like the reason she's on Earth. So then they get back together. And then I loved at the end when there was a bunch of voicemails playing. And it was like Kiara saying like, "Hey, sorry, my ex-boyfriend saw some text. He's coming for you." Then it was the ex-boyfriend saying like, "I'm going to kill you."
Yeah.
Then it was Rick saying, "Hey, I killed the alien just looking out for you, buddy. Oh, by the way, I screwed your ex-girlfriend." And then it was a dude from like some shop saying, "Go ahead and keep the
message machine is just used for
something for sitcoms and TV shows."
Yeah.
So that was Rick and Morty season 3, episode 9. ABC's of Beth. Beth learned she was evil and her father was evil. So her father gave her a deal at the end of the episode when she came to a realization after all the Fruity Land stuff and they made everything right with Tommy. Well, right with Tommy. That she could leave and he'd make a clone that would pretty much do everything she wanted to do, watch The Bachelor, take care of the kids, deal with all her BS, go to work, and she can just go do whatever she wants with her life. And at the end of the episode, enjoy the universe. And at the end of the episode, the kids finally come back from their adventure with Jerry. I love that part too where she's like, "We're on an adventure," and he's like, "Obviously, I need Morty for it to be an adventure." But then the kids come back from Jerry's, Rick comes out, and then Beth walks out, and she's kind of acting slightly off. And they're talking about getting pizza, but the pizza place is closed, which she should probably know that. But then Rick uses his gun, goes into a place where they didn't have daylight savings time, and got pizzas. And then she didn't eat. Like, the kids were eating pizzas, he was eating pizzas, but she didn't eat. So I think she did do the clone thing and took off. But Brian doesn't.
Well, I won't say doesn't. I mean, that might not be enough evidence for me, I guess.
I'm just saying, maybe maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Well, I don't know. It seems almost too easy. This show seems a little too smart to just make, I don't know. It seems almost too obvious.
We'll find out. Next week is the season finale, Rick and Morty already. I can't believe it.
It looks hilarious.
What do you give this episode? Grade it.
Pretty high. I wouldn't say nearly as high as that last one I was on.
It was B+. Solid B+. Fun, not crazy, but it had its moments.
A lot happened in it, It was like a shooter, like boom, 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 boom.
It wasn't a filler like last week's kind of montage-y type episode. So that's it. Thor's Thoughts, Rick and Morty. Thor, Brian. Check out the YouTube channel, Baseboy Banner, Wrestling in the Basement, Thor's Thoughts, episode 94. It's all there. You know where to find it. You know what to do. Until the next episode or video or whatever.
Deuces.